There's almost too many to choose from, but let's go over some more amazing Prince guitar solos today. Hey everybody, Prince's friend here, exploring music through Prince. As most people know, though not everybody, strangely, Prince was a guitar master. He's put down some of the most magnificent guitar tracks, mixing in his own brand of funk, soul, pop, rock, all these things all into one. And every so often, he throws on an amazing guitar solo, just for good measure. So today, we're going over another top 10 list of Prince guitar solos. I'm not going to be including any of the guitar solos that were on the top 5 guitar solos list, but you can go check that video out separately. That one's from a while back, so I'll put a link. And obviously if you like discussions about Prince, exploring different kinds of music, keeping up with some fun interviews, and just having a good time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications button so you know whenever we put up a new video. We're also working on our Patreon drive and we're trying to get 70 patrons, so go to patreon.com/princessfriend for more details and you might end up on our wall of gratitude. Alright, all of that's out of the way, let's get to that amazing list of top 10 Prince guitar solos. Number 10, Fury.
Hell ain't got no fury.
This groovy song tells the story of a man who reaches for fame and loses his way, scorning his woman in the process. It's got a lot of great guitar on it, but the guitar solo itself blows me away every time. It's backed by the imagery in my mind of Prince on stage performing in his deepest red suit with the twins dancing around him. Great solo to start the list off. Number 9, I'm Yours. Off of Prince's debut album For You comes the album closer called I'm Yours. Even in his beginning years, Prince rivaled some of the best guitar players in the land, and this track shows off that mastery. Not only does the opening riff come crashing in, but Prince goes on for about 2 minutes long in this song, coming in and out and escalating each time, making this a really awesome guitar solo. Number 8, Alexa de Paris. Yes, Alexa de Paris, a B-side from 1986, is pretty much one long instrumental showing of Prince's guitar chops, mixed with some orchestral risings and really amazing keyboards. His guitar work is great throughout, but there's a piece of the song about 3/4 of the way through where he amplifies the energy and it really just sings. I'm calling that the number 8 best guitar solo on this list. Really great stuff. Number 7, Morning Papers. Morning Papers is a great example of how Prince used horns to elevate his songs, and dueling sax and guitar on this track are pretty great. His Morning Papers guitar solo has become a staple of his arsenal of amazing guitar shredding, accentuated by creative use of all of the horns on the track. He did a lot of guitar work on 1992's Love Symbol album, and this was probably the best display of his talent that year. Number 6, Everlasting Now. The Everlasting Now appears on this list not only because the guitar solo is executed much differently than the others in his career, but also because he injects humor on top of it. Instead of the reverb of his other rock guitar solos, the Everlasting Now instead has a sly funk guitar. And then at the end there's someone on there who says, "I wish he'd just play like he used to." And in response, Prince slaps them. That's the perfect response to that sort of thing. Number 5, I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man. While the version version of I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man is wonderful on the studio release of Sign of the Times. I'm specifically calling out the version of this song from the Sign of the Times concert movie. It's driven by Sheila E. on drums and is a tad faster in tempo, which makes it that much more electric. The dueling guitar and keyboard solo and the breakdown portion at the end of the song elevate this track to theatrical levels and made it one of my favorite songs just in general for a very long time. Number 4, Dreamer. Prince blows the guitar out of the water on this powerful showing. Not only is Dreamer itself terrifyingly political, but it points out much of what it's like to be black in the United States, and is backed by expert-level drums played by Cora Coleman Dunham. There's actually 2 major solos on this, but I'm calling out the first one in the middle of the song as the best for Dreamer. It is just so good. Number 3, The Ride.
Turn me up, brother!
Prince's premier blues song was obviously going to include some amazing guitar work on it. Featured on 1997's Crystal Ball, this amazing track delivers guitar shredding on a level never seen before. There are 3 separate solos, maybe even more, but they all blend together seamlessly, which makes it hard to choose which is kind of the best. It gets the number 3 slot for all of the greatness that it contains. Number 2, Let's Go Crazy. Everyone knows Let's Go Crazy from 1984's Purple Rain, and the ending of this song is the stuff that can turn a person into a lifelong Prince friend in a heartbeat. Even though it was at the beginning of Purple Rain, I'm sure it was the reason why so many people walked out of the theater happy after watching the movie. The way he executes the guitar solo at the end is so powerful and electric, and ending with "Take Me Away" just delivers this message with a rush of adrenaline. Amazing solo, but there's one that I feel is just a tad better. Number 1, Gold. The song Gold from 1995's The Gold Experience is an amazing song of faith and the power of belief, and takes the number 1 spot for guitar solos, mostly due to the technique Prince uses to amplify the solo itself. Gold starts off amazingly enough with a normal structure, and then starts to die down, as if it's going into the end of the song. Then he counts down in an amazing way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then bursts onto the song, delivering one of the best guitar solos of his entire career, carrying so much emotion and power within it, and once you hear it, you know that you are now a member of the new power generation. So that was my top 10 list of Prince guitar solos. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What songs do you think should have been on here that maybe I didn't mention? Would you rearrange any of the orders? Let me know. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. It's at PrincessFriendYT on all the major platforms. We're mostly on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As I mentioned before, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/princessfriend. And otherwise, may you live to see the dawn. See you in the next video.